Hey everyone, Bonnie here, and I wanted to discuss with you real quick something that we are working on, especially with our junior scholars, but this applies to all grade levels. So if you are new, I wanted to give a brief explanation of the balanced college list. How does one balance their college list? What are the elements of fit for a college? And then as a career specialist, I would be remiss to not say a word about return on investment. So, what is a balanced college list? Okay, that has to do with the three types of fit. We have academic fit, we have social fit, and then finally financial fit. So, what are these things? The academic fit of a college has to do with the numbers portion of your application. So, that's your GPA, your transcript, your test scores if you choose to send them, and your class rank. So I understand that if you are eighth, ninth, 10th grader, these things are all works in progress. So you may wish to research again the schools that you're interested in the second semester of the junior year. But the way we can gauge the academic fit is compare your statistics on these things to the average admitted freshman of a school that you are interested in. So how you do that, Google Common Data Set, the name of the college or university, and scroll down to field C9. That will give you some of the most important data there for the numbers portion of your application. Making sure that we want to balance the list with schools that are some safety, some target, and some reach. So for a refresher, a reach school is one for which the average admitted freshman numerical statistics, those are a little bit higher than these statistics for the particular student. For a target school, that's one where the students' numbers are about the same. And a safety school, those would be schools for which the average admitted freshman statistics are slightly lower than that student's statistic. So just make sure also when you're doing research on academic fit that the school you're interested in has the major that you're looking for. And that's definitely an important consideration and something that I'm really stressing for all of my juniors right now to have their balanced list ready by the second semester of their junior year. All right, so let's talk a minute about social fit. This is a very important aspect of the college list and something that it's a little bit harder to gauge via websites or even something like the Common Data Set. My best advice here is to actually go to campus or have a meeting with an admissions officer and really dive deep into what the student experience at that school is like. Other elements of social fit would include what size school do you want to go to? Are you a big fish in a small pond? Do you want to go to a large state university, a small liberal arts college? What kind of person are you? What kind of class size are you interested in? What extracurriculars are you interested in? Pro tip, when you go to a college visit, I would suggest trying to eat in the dining hall, speak with some current students, speak with an admissions officer, go to a walking tour, see where the dorms are, see what students do for fun, strike up conversations. These are all great ways for you to gauge kind of what the student experience in campus life is like at that college and university, as well as in other areas like diversity, sometimes we want to talk about what kind of vibe does that campus have. Vibe is not a very easy thing to gauge on a website. So pro tip, when you get back in your car after your college visit, students, this is for you, have a notebook and a pencil handy, and before you even debrief with your parents, write down a few impressions of the social fit of that college or university. Give yourself a free writing moment. And then you can kind of, debrief with your entire family. But that will give you some notes and some impressions so that when you go back and look at this school again to see if it's going to be on your final balanced college list, you will know and remember the things that you thought about. All right, let's talk for a moment about financial fit. This is often the least sexy thing to talk about, but it's something that's really, really important. So families, you probably wouldn't buy a car or a house without having a budget. With college, it is no different. different. This is a very, very large investment. So for financial fit, first of all, look at the total cost of attendance. And that includes, what do they charge for room and board, for meal plans? What is required of a student? Like sometimes it'll be like they need to stay on campus for the first 1 or 2 semesters. They can't move out to a landlord or other housing. So what's required there and how much is it really going to cost? And we are in the thick of the FAFSA or financial aid season. And so we're encouraging students to apply for scholarships and to fill out their FAFSA for federal aid. One thing that you can look at when it comes to financial fit is the size of the endowment at a school and how generous they are. There's a great website called collegedata.com that will break those things down for you under the financials tab, or you can do a net price calculator on the school's website. So keep those things in mind when you're thinking about financial fit. Be realistic with your students and parents. Be realistic with your students. Talk to your parents about this because it really is a huge consideration in terms of what kind of debt that you may need to go into in order to attend this particular school. So let's talk about how many schools should be on your list. We suggest here at Access College America that is approximately 6 to 8 schools. And if you've done your homework on fit, the social, the academic, the financial fit, 6 to 8 schools ought to be enough for applying to because you can really only attend one. So you're going to want to have some safeties, targets, and reaches. But think about this too, and that would be the major that you are applying to. And I want you to take a really quick look at what the starting salary is for students who are graduating in that major. What kind of return on investment are you getting for this degree? For example, if the starting salary for a particular profession is in the $30,000 range and you're spending $200,000 to get that bachelor's degree, it's not going to be a great return on investment because your starting salary is going to be really low. And that will put you behind the 8 ball in terms of launching into the real world and being debt free in order to afford a life on your own. So take a look at these statistics for the average starting salary for someone with your major, and the 5 or 10 year salary projection for someone in your major. So keep those things in mind when it comes to your balanced college list. And my juniors, I'm talking to you, please have that balanced list kind of done and dusted by the second semester of your junior year, because then we can go ahead and begin working on that common application. Okay, check out my blog and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.